What's happening boxing? What's happening YouTube? Amp, Bout that boxing. Man, if I sound a little different, y'all, I'm laid up, man. Got injured. So I'm literally doing this from my bed. But I had to get on this one, man. More drama with Rolando Romero. Him and Coach Bullet. According to an interview earlier on Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype for the interview. Coach Bullet literally said that Rolando Romero wanted to go train with another trainer for about a month. Now, upon hearing this, Coach Bullet replies with,
I'm saying, conversation with him, and he wants to go train with somebody for a month. I said, hey, just go and stay. That's the first sign of disloyalty. You know what I'm saying? Is when somebody tell a coach that's built them to make him something that they want to go train with somebody for a month or something like that. That is a slap in the face. So I told him, kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? You can go as well.
He said he basically told Rolly Romero to kick rocks. All right. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I watched the whole interview, and the way it sounded to me was almost like Coach Bullet was just bitter as hell. He was saying this is the first sign of basically somebody that's gonna leave you. It's disloyal, all these things. But let's go back and look and fight history, man. How many fighters have brought other trainers into their camp, gone and worked with other trainers, but still had their main trainer? It's called cross training. Many fighters do it. It's not a sign of anything but Rolando Romero wants to grow more in boxing, and maybe he doesn't feel with he's getting everything he needs from Coach Bullet. So I don't get why Bullet was so upset. It's almost like he felt like, oh man, you disrespect me. You saying I'm not a good enough trainer that you got to go to somebody else. Most trainers have multiple guys they work with anyway. All right. If you go look at most trainers, sometimes, different circumstances happen. Trainers may have two fighters fighting on the same night. Different locations. He can't be there for both of them. So that's why a lot of trainers have assistants with them and other people that train as well, other trainers and things like that. So the way that this sounds really is like Coach Bullet is upset that, okay, now you got this Amazon Prime lick and all this. You finna turn your back on me and walk away, because he mentioned a couple times that, these ninjas ain't made me no money. Talking about Rolly Romero, and there was a couple other fighters he named. But the main one it seemed like he was addressing this to was Rolly Romero. I'm not surprised. Rolly, and he knows he's going in against somebody that's way more of a gunner. Not a Gervonta Tank Davis, but still, he survived Gervonta Tank Davis and went the distance with him. So this guy is tough. He's coming forward the whole time. So Rolly Romero actually wants to try to keep his strap. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go somewhere and get some more training to make yourself a better fighter, to be better prepared for a fight. He is the WBA super lightweight champion by gift, as we always say, because we saw the Barroso fight. So we know this is a gifted belt, but now he wants to prove himself and try to hold on to it against Isaac Cruz. What do y'all think about this? Go watch the interview if you get a chance. It's not that long. It's about 12 minutes. It's a good interview. I just think that Bullet, he kept mentioning money. These ninjas ain't made me no money. Nothing could get me to go back now. He was basically saying that nothing can get him to go back to Rolly now. So even if Rolly tried to give him a bunch of money, none of that's going to make a difference. But he kept using money as like the main, you know what I'm saying? It was the main thing he seemed to be concerned with, even though he keeps saying that, I train these guys for free. I do all this for free. These ninjas ain't made me no money. I make them money. Now, I can understand where he's coming from if he's been training guys for free. I get that. But Rolly already made his biggest payday in my mind, and that's the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. That's the biggest fight Rolly Romero probably will ever have in his whole career. Just being real. So now Rolly knows he really has to get out there and perform. He wants to hold on to his belt. He likes being in the circle. I do agree with a few things that Coach Bullitt said about guys being in other guys' ears once they become champions. Yes, this is true. This is true. This happens pretty much in any sport, though. Managers go try to be in the ear of star players on basketball, football teams. That has happened. You know, agents in music and in acting in Hollywood, agents will go try to, you know, whisper in the ear of other people's clients. It happens when someone gets super popular. Everybody wants to cash in on it. Now, Rolly has a big fight coming up. For him, it's a pay-per-view. He's fighting Isaac Pitbull Cruz. It should be a good fight as long as Rolly comes there with a game plan and he sticks to the game plan and he don't go overboard and overcommitting. See, he got caught by Tank, which was going to happen regardless, but he only really got caught slipping. Even Tank admitted that he basically caught him slipping. You know, he was overcommitting to shots and Tank caught him. So, not to say that that wasn't going to happen anywhere down the fight. That could have happened. I pretty much knew that was going to happen. We all predicted that was going to happen. But the point is now he's going into another fight. He just had a fight with Ishmael Barroso to get the belt gifted to him. He knew that man whooped his ass. And who was training him when he was getting his ass whooped by that old man? That's right. Coach Bullitt. So see, this is why I can respect Rolly's decision to move and get him another trainer. He wasn't even talking about leaving permanently. That's the worst part. He just wanted to go try some new scenery out. See if he could develop some new techniques. Like I said, boxers go around and go to different gyms and train in different train with other, cross-train with other trainers way more often than people even think. And I'm talking about some of your favorite big name fighters have done this. We just saw AJ go through some camps and some trainers, and he totally switched complete camps. He did. But what do you do when you're in a situation where you lost to somebody, your biggest fight where you're supposed to prove yourself? And it's not like losing to Tank was something that was like, oh my God, you know, he built the fight up like he was supposed to. He got knocked out and had a meme made out of him and all this, which that's the part of boxing that's just so strange. It's not the end of the world. If Tank is the best fighter like everybody says he is, then there shouldn't be no shame in Rolly Romero getting knocked out by him. Shouldn't be no shame in that. He took a L from somebody that is one of the top fighters in the game right now. All right. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think Bullitt just being too harsh? Saying he'll never mess with Rolly again. Ever. No amount of cash. No words he could say. No apologies. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, man. It's getting hard to scream from this bed, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, hit them notifications. Subscribe. How many times I gotta say it? Appreciate the ones who have been subscribing and coming back to the channel, man. I'll be back soon enough. I'm out. Amp about that boxing.